ready.
Man, that is going to be a slobber knocker of a game right there.
In all my time, I don't remember somebody scoring 4.
Yeah, it's funny. I use the word jetapult. It's actually a word. People don't realize it.
Right.
Good try. No soup for you.
And Trey, go get you some wax beans and
Soup for the deli, I know.
yeah, go get you some wax beans and
Hey,
have
Trey,
a good day, man.
thanks for
First downs for Central Clay for 1, 2, 3, 4 quarters. Roll call with a spidget.
Roll call. A spidget.
Spidget.
Now that one. That's the Commodores, man. The Commodores. Yeah, that's William Johnson special, man. That used to be my favorite video.
Commodore?
Those girls dancing in them black dresses. That's the Commodores. That is not the Commodores. Lionel Richie? No. With the horns and all that stuff? No. That's Robert Palmer, man. Simply Irresistible. Oh, that's right. Robert Palmer. Robert Palmer, man. Come on. Gosh. That's a classic right there. All those girls dancing in them black dresses. Yeah, I remember that. Welcome to Sports Chat with Neal and Wally, June 23rd edition. What? What did he say?
Did he say June 23rd edition?
I don't know. He's got the wrong date up there. Good job, June 16th.
June 16th.
There you go, David.
There we go.
There you go. Now we got the right date up there, June 23rd edition. Is it hot enough out there for you, brother?
Man.
I'm here to tell you, man, it is not supposed to be this humid in June. Now the heat, getting up in the 90, 91s, that's okay for June. Yeah. But that dadgum humidity is not supposed to set in until August. Maybe the last week of July.
Dude, man.
That's dog days. Last week of July into August. This humidity this early, man, this is crazy.
You know what kills me? All my friends that have pools.
What?
Yeah. You think I get in by, man, I got friends.
Man, I saw
Hey, let me tell you.
Coach Branson, his whole family's out swimming, just
And think about
pulling it up.
You and I know a lot of folks at a
Oh,
lot of
yeah.
places. My friend Cindy Tumlin up in
Oh, yeah.
Scottsboro, she has a pool. Think I
Yeah.
got an invite? No.
Nope.
James, the next door neighbor, think I got an invite?
No.
Billy Jeffcoat, did I get an invite?
No.
I mean, it just goes
Everybody.
on and on and on. And I'm just out there burning up, and all these folks putting
Swimming
pictures on
in the
Facebook,
pool,
swimming and stuff.
splashing each other, having a good time.
Hey, but I will tell you this. James was out of town baseball.
We're going swimming here.
I went and jumped in there.
Don't tell him.
Don't
Did
tell-
you?
I did.
You already did it.
I did it. I was so hot from cutting grass. I looked to see if his camera was looking, and I
so
snuck in the
James-
back and jumped in the pool.
James, you got to get all the grass clippings out of your pool when you get back from the baseball tournament.
Oh my goodness! But yeah, to answer your question, it has been brutal.
Oh man, the humidity, man! I was outside all day yesterday at softball tournament. I mean, just baking, man. Your feet, the bottom of your feet from that red clay on the softball field, just boiling.
Well, hey, I went to one of your games, man.
Yeah, you did, man. Look, man. The All-Star District softball is off and running. The NBA draft's come and gone. Man, we got the College World Series coming this week, man, and all types of stuff.
Well, can I say one thing?
Yeah.
I know Michelle watches the show.
Yeah, she says she was.
Okay, I'm sitting with her
At my daughter's softball
At your
game.
daughter's softball
All-Star
game.
softball
Me
game.
and Blake
Yeah.
goes, and we listen to this, people. I'm sitting there talking to Michelle, and there's a play going on.
Let me set it up. Hold on.
Okay, set this up.
You know how every now and then you get some umpires from out of town that you ain't never seen before. And sometimes they're okay umpires, sometimes they're not. Sometimes they're mouthy, and you kind of takes an inning or two to try to feel it out. You know, what kind of umpire, how can we talk to this guy? You know, is he going to be strict? You know, what's the strike zone? Does he know the rules? You know, everything. But every now and then you get one that's just on the edge. Just an umpire that's on the edge, just waiting for a coach to sneeze wrong. We had one of those guys. Go ahead.
Yeah, listen to this. And I don't know what happened on the play because Michelle and I are talking about France. Okay?
Yeah, because they went to France.
Because they went to France.
They went to Paris. Yeah.
Apparently, the girl beat the throw out by 4 or 5 steps. That's what I was later told.
It wasn't 4 or 5 steps, but it was a full step.
Full step.
Yeah.
Okay. Then one of our good friends, I'll go ahead and tell you, it's Trevor Barron.
Yeah, Trevor.
That's the umpire himself. Good
He
guy.
umpires, yep.
Doesn't really...
State champion baseball player.
A very classy guy.
Yeah.
Came up to the fence close where Michelle and I were, and he just said, Blue, you just missed that one. Do better next time.
Like anybody else would.
Do better next time. He went over there and ejected him.
Send him to the parking lot.
Send him to the parking lot. So, okay, we let that go. Me and Michelle are still
yeah.
talking about France. He comes up to Michelle to the fence while we're talking about the Louvre, and he said,
France.
one more word out of you, and you're out of here too.
Well, you can't be talking about foreign countries
Our countries. And
when
she,
softball game going
and then
on.
she said, "Sir, that's between you and those coaches over there." Then they chunked one of your coaches.
Yeah, they got Big Jimmy got restricted to the dugout.
dugout.
He couldn't even get out of the dugout. Bless his heart.
But all the years watching games, and that just tickled me.
I told that guy. I said, "Look, man." I said, "We played a half inning of softball. You chunked the fan and restricted the head coach to the dugout."
and got on to one of the coaches'
Yeah.
wives talking about France.
Come on, man. Really?
The Moan and Lisa.
Is this why you're out here? It was bad.
It was bad.
I've never seen this guy before. I heard he was out of Dothan, but bless his heart, I mean, he came ready, buddy. He was on edge when he walked in the park.
He was Barney Fife. Let me tell you, he was Barney Fife. But anyway, it's a good game, and man, y'all still
We're still in it. We're still in it. We'll get to that. We'll do a segment on that. We'll do a segment on that. On
All right.
girls softball. But yeah, that was kind of funny. I called him a liar the rest of the game. He tried to shake my hand after the game, and I said, "Liar." I just looked at him. I said, "Liar."
Oh, now come on.
Because he told a lie. Other than now, he missed that call, but then he told a lie later on.
Hey, now
Don't
at
lie, they
church
don't.
this morning, our brother Andrew said, "Just let bygones be bygones."
Oh, I ain't got nothing. He's all right in my book. He's just a bad umpire.
You didn't go to church this morning?
No, I was
Oh, that's the reason.
My God, I was still baking from the sun. I slept as long as possible.
Oh, it was hot in church.
Oh God. No, I was bad. We slept in and
Do that
too
every
late.
now and
But anyway, man, I'm starting to believe this global warming. Man, this humidity in July, this global warming. I mean, my God, are you kidding me?
then. You believe
No, I
that,
don't believe it. I don't believe in the global warming, but
We've had
I mean,
five or
it's-
6 ice ages in the last 100,000 years, and they're talking
I know.
over.
But
You know,
anyway, this just heat.
But
man.
I tell you,
can't
like
live
when
with
I go
heat.
to bed, though, I want my room as cold enough where a penguin is safe. I'm all right.
Me too, man. You better get 5, 6 blankets because
Yeah, man.
it's fixing to
If
get
a
cold.
penguin is okay in my bedroom and tells you, hey, it's okay, that's how I like it.
Let's talk a little sports. You want to?
Yeah, this is a sports show, isn't it? I think it
Want to
is.
congratulate Brett Birdsong on being named the new high school baseball coach at Carroll High School down in Ozark. Brett played ball at Wallace and Dothan. He also played at Georgia State collegiately. And last year he was assistant coach at Enterprise High School. And heck, best of luck, Coach Birdsong down in Ozark.
That is
and
good. Yeah.
Andrea Demizio, principal down there. Well, she's a menace now. I am the world's worst. I call everybody by their maiden name. And I need to learn to do better. It's
At least
not,
you can call.
let's just
I
say
forget
Andrea
half the names.
Demizio Manis, whatever it is the principal down there now, and she's doing a great job. And hope Coach Birdsong can win a lot of baseball games down there at Carroll High Eagles.
I bet he does, man.
So good deal on that. Also want to mention the ladies soccer, the World Cup is going on, and the Americans are just crushing everybody.
I'm boycotting.
I am too. We both boycott.
I'm boycotting.
They got one chick that won't celebrate the national anthem. She won't put her hand over her heart. She won't sing it. Nothing. She's got something to prove. She's trying to get her name in the news and stand tall for something she believes in. So to heck with the national anthem. That's what she's doing. Which I don't believe. There's other ways. There's other means to voice your opinion.
Yeah, you're right.
Than shunning the American national anthem. That's just me. That's just me. Don't do that. Don't shun the national anthem because you believe in something. Go make some donations. Go start a fund. Go do a rally. Do something constructive
Yeah.
instead of shaming your national anthem. That's just my personal belief. But anyway,
I'm with you.
the ladies play Spain tomorrow in the World Cup, and besides the point, they got probably the best soccer team on the planet. So we'll see. We'll see. And also, Chris Uner is going to be calling in.
Yeah, Coach
And
Uner,
we're
6:15.
pretty much going. We talked about All-Star baseball on the last show. We're going to talk about All-Star softball on this show. But Chris Uner and his boys have made it to the World Series. He's going to be calling in to tell us about how they got there and what they're looking forward to. And we need to pay the bills.
Pay the bills, man. Hey, and guess what? Before we pay the bills,
Go ahead.
I wore
I see that.
one of our sponsor shirts. I got to show you. And
Oh,
I
yeah.
did it in his honor because it's 400 degrees
hot.
out there.
Stone
Check this out, man.
cold heat, Mr. Matt Johnson.
Even
Yes,
the
sir.
supervisors wear it.
That's right. Super. Is he coming tonight?
No, you know what? The supervisor was supposed to hit the high school reunion, but
He didn't get there.
they told him not to come.
He got banned from the high school reunion. The 69 reunion or 79 reunion?
89.
Oh, the 89
Arguably,
reunion. Well, this weekend they had the 69 and 79.
I'm sure if he showed up at the 69 reunion, he'd probably been put in jail.
Probably so. Probably so. Hey, we want to thank the Old Barn Restaurant in Goshen. Go see them. Get those free cheese biscuits before your meal. They're unbelievable. Turner Mowing. Give Blake a call, 465-0600. Alabama Real Estate Connection. Hey, they're behind the helicopter across the street from Burger King in the White House. Rentals, if you need hunting land, if you need ponds to fish in, it don't matter. If you're buying, selling, whatever, go see Dina and Toby Adams at the Alabama Real Estate Connection. Southern Animal Hospital and Pet Resort, Dr. Steve Barron. And I've been spending a lot of time with Dr. Barron here lately. I got a new puppy, been out there with that, and then he's helping me coach this team. And we appreciate Dr. Barron sponsoring the show.
Well, when you see, he asked me, can I bring 2 cats at one time, save me a trip? I got.
You mean that's like a visit fee?
Well, no, I mean, he'll charge me regular price,
Is
but I
it
don't
true?
want to have
Let
to
me
take
ask you this
2
while
trips.
we're talking about it. I heard you snuck in the softball tournament so you wouldn't have to pay the cover.
Who told you?
That's what Brian Meadows told me.
I don't remember that.
I said, where you going, man? He said, I got to go get Wally. He's at the back gate. I said, what? The back gate? He said, yeah, I got to let Wally in so he won't have to pay the cover.
Oh, that's a bunch of baloney,
Hey,
man.
give us a call, Meadows. Tell me if I'm telling the truth. he done told on you, man. Charles Henderson Athletic Foundation. Crease Agency out on 231 by the railroad tracks. Any insurance you need. Pig Cafe with Yanni out on 3 Notch. Hey, don't want no wimpy business.
Don't want no wind fish.
Deep South Apparel, Pete Van Horn. Hey, he's a Charles Henderson graduate. Played football and baseball. He's doing business in Montgomery, and he is actively doing accounts in Pike County and in the city of Troy. Give Pete a call. He's fast and cheap and does great quality work. Severa, Ralph, Baker, Hastings, and Reeves, attorney at law. Crows of Brundage. I saw where she was the business of the month on the
That's good.
on the thing on the internet. That was great. All Star Collision. Derek Bell out beside Bill Jackson Ford out there. Jones Medical Supply, the official oxygen of Sports Chat with Neal and Wally. He's also the official oxygen for Troy University. But he's our oxygen as well.
We should have
And
brought some
CPAPs,
today. And
CPAPs and TENS units.
we got to do CPAP.
We got
commercial.
I promise you, there's a CPAP commercial coming for Jones Medical. Hang in there. We're trying to work out the logistics.
And we're looking for a dental office to sponsor because we got a
That's right.
great commercial. If we can get
Yeah,
a
Dr.
dental
G,
office.
if you're watching, or
Dr.
Eddie,
Blackman,
Eddie Billings, Dr. Blackman, somebody,
Any of 'em.
somebody come through. We got the best commercial maybe ever.
Yeah, your business will jump threefold when it gets out on the
Health Actions out in front of Hook's Barbecue and Hook's Barbecue. The UPS store. Hey, they got real post office boxes there. Let them handle all your shipping for you. Southern Roots Restaurant. We got bad news on Southern Roots. They closed the business.
I hate that.
Marco's Pizza, Troy Eye Care, Preston Steakhouse out across the street from Walmart, Stone Cold Heating and Cooling with Mr. Matt Johnson, Pike County Ford, which is now Bill Jackson Ford, Mama Goldberg's on the square, Road Mart. Hey, they handle everything under the hood. You can also get tires, rims, anything special. Call Jason Floyd out at Road Mart on 231. Troy Bank and Trust, the only bank you'll ever need. Glow Boutique on the square. Bird's Drugs, P.S. Falk Furniture, and Enterprise. Thank you, Andy, for graciously sponsoring the show. Simply Southern Kitchen. Now, Tori told me there's going to be some 4th of July specials coming with cakes and muffins and cupcakes and stuff. So we'll get that to you for the 4th of July. Don't worry. It's going to be some special pricing. The Matthews Law Firm and Enterprise. Wise Office Supply, they'll deliver it to you. Caro's Fitness, across the street from McDonald's, kind of right next to Chick-fil-A. Go see Kevin. He'll work a special plan for you. Raymond's Barbershop, Green Hills Funeral Home, and Flo's just off the square. Best burger in town. I had it this week, man. It's something else, man. Well, we'll thank all those sponsors. Also, our newest sponsor, Alabama Restoration. There's no mess too big for Alabama Restoration. Fire, mold, water. Contact Mr. Ren Anderson. He is right next to what's the oil change place right there on 231. 2 businesses down from Firehouse.
Yeah.
And call him and he'll get you ready to go. We need to take our first break of the night, and we'll be right back.
Hey. Mr. Neal, is this the crazy guy that does the sports show with you?
Yes, it is. Wally, what are you doing up here at Globe? How long has he been up here?
He's been up here for like an hour, and he hasn't moved, and he's scaring all the customers.
Wally, I know you said you were going to Globe to get Holly a birthday present, but you're taking this a little bit to extremes, don't you think? Acting like a mannequin? We're going to have to call the law. Come to Globe for all your needs up on the square. Globe Boutique. Good morning, everybody. This is Neal from Sports Chat with Neal and Wally. It's time for my morning biscuit. I want you to look how big that biscuit is. I'm going to put this butter on that biscuit. Came from the Pig Cafe out on North Three Notch. Go see Yanni. Get you a real biscuit. Hey, Wally.
Hey,
What you got there?
where'd you get that biscuit at?
This is Pig Cafe on North Three Notch. Where'd you get that?
Oh man, 231, one of those big box chain stores out there.
Man,
They even got a paper straw.
Man, look at the size of that little thing. Look at
Good
it.
gracious.
I'm about to put butter on this. It's 3 times the size of
I
that.
should have gone see Yanni.
Go to the Pig Cafe on North Three Notch or call them for catering 334-770-0134 to get a real biscuit.
Don't want a wimpy biscuit.
What are you doing in the surgery room at Southern Animal Hospital Pet Resort?
I'm about to circumcise this dog.
Man, don't circumcise that dog. Let Dr. Steve Barron help you with the spaying and neuter process. Give him a call. Southern Animal Pet Hospital Resort, 770-1838. You got to be a medical professional and board certified to perform these kind of dog procedures on surgery. Give him a call. Southern Animal Pet Hospital Resort. Wally, what are you doing in that Mustang GT 350 out here at Pike County Ford?
Man, I'm about to buy this sweet ride and hit 231 and put my fuzz buster on there, bro.
And you're going to need a fuzz buster in that thing. Is that a 5-speed manual shift?
Yeah, it is.
My
Fire speed like
God,
a race
what
car, man.
Sweet ride. Look at the clutch, everything, man. Hey, up to $5,000 more than Kelly Blue Book value on your trade-in. Come see them at Pike County Ford. They're dealing.
Hey, Neal, how are you today?
I'm good. I want some of these chicken nuggets. Well, I want them down here at Crows and Brundage. Wally, what are you doing in the kitchen at Crows and Brundage?
Oh man, I'm trying to steal the secret sauce recipe.
Man, they're not going to give you the secret sauce recipe. Put that sauce back. Patsy, now he's got the sauce. Unbelievable. Come see them at Crows and Brundage. Hey, they got fried okra, catfish on Friday nights, wings, honey barbecue wings, any kind of wings, and the best chicken nuggets in the world. Come see them. Crows and Brundage.
That's the Doors, man.
Doors,
I saw it on the screen.
You can't cheat like that.
Well, you pointed it right at me.
What's the name of the song?
Oh, I don't know.
you
That
don't
reminds
know.
me of me and J.J. Lamb and Janelle Taylor and Steve Doty riding around.
Steve Doty riding around.
Yeah, in that Mustang. Remember that Mustang you had?
I remember that Mustang.
We're riding around and listening to that.
Well, I
Back in high
tell you who else had a cool looking car, and I got him on the phone right now.
Yes, sir.
It's Coach Chris Huner. Welcome, Coach.
Welcome, Coach Huner.
Thank you, Wally and Neal.
Hey, we just got well, congratulations on being selected to be able to take your team out to Monroe, Louisiana for
Duck
the World
Dynasty
Series, Duck
territory.
Dynasty land.
That's
So,
right. Yeah,
Hey, I
we're
went
in-
out there. Let me tell you, Chris.
We're playing right next door to West Monroe. It's Sterlington, Louisiana, but they're all around the river right there, so
Yeah.
it's in the same
Let me-
area.
Let me tell you, Chris, I went out there one year for the World Series with the softball, and we went to the Duck Dynasty restaurant. We thought it was going to be a gimmicky restaurant. The food was excellent.
We'll have to try it out for sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
They got exotic animals fried up, too, if you want to try something.
got a
weird.
squirrel.
Well,
think so.
anything fried is good, you know.
If you fry it and put ranch on it, man, you'll know what it is.
That's
Just eat
right.
it.
That's right. That's right.
Well, Coach, tell the audience a little bit about this new league that Dixie Youth has put together over the last couple of years. I know it's new. I know the audience would like to know a little bit about it, so give us some detail on it.
Okay. Well, it's Dixie Boys, and it's 15U. That's 15 under, and Dixie Boys has had it 6 or 7 years, but the city of Troy, this is just our second year participating in the All-Stars or the summer tournament team. So this is the second year that Troy Parks and Rec has fielded a team, and Team did very well last year in the state tournament, and again this year, and we qualified to go to the World Series in Sterlington, Louisiana next month. So
Nice.
we're making preparations to get there in about 3.5 weeks. So.
When we were out there, we actually played in a little complex that was right on campus, right there.
Right. Well, this is a new campus. They call it Sterlington. It's 5. They say it's major league fields, and the infields are completely turf. So even the pitcher's mound is turf.
Y'all need to be practicing over at Troy then.
And the outfield is grass, so it'll be new playing surface for these kids.
Didn't have enough money to do it all the way.
Y'all better be practicing over at Troy University then.
Well, we getting ready to ask. I haven't contacted the coaches yet, but we got a practice tournament this coming weekend down in Dothan. That'll be on traditional, grass infield, dirt, baseline. So we're gonna wait till after this weekend's practice tournament before we hopefully can move over there to get some ground balls and that type of practice. So.
Gotcha.
Well, how's your team looking, Chris? Y'all got a lot of pitching, or?
Yeah, we're pretty well blessed with pitching. We have a great cross section of kids from 4 different high schools. We have 1 from Zion Chapel, 4 from Charles Henderson, 4 from Pike Lib, and 2 from Goshen. So and out of those kids, all but 1 have pitched. And a lot of them have pitched quite a bit, even for their high school JV and varsity teams. So
that's what I love about Recreation All-Stars.
Pitching is one of our strong suits.
Yeah. Well, man. Well, Chris, I tell you what, buddy. Again, we appreciate you calling in. And are y'all gonna try to do any fundraising stuff?
Oh yeah, definitely. We're gonna be doing some things. Matter of fact, we're gonna have a cake sale on Mike Amos' show on July the 12th. That's a Friday.
There's been a lot of cake sold on that show lately.
And so we want to promote that, and they're on Channel 52. Mike does a great service for the community with his show, and we're also going to be bagging groceries at the Piggly Wiggly downtown on July the 6th. We'll be bagging groceries and carrying to your car for tips.
That'll be nice.
No, that's good.
That's a good idea.
And then we'll also take any donations that want to be made to our team.
Wally?
There you go. Yeah. Well, I mean, Chris, they ask us why they will not let us do a cake sale on our show, because we'll eat every one of them. So everything's
got a bite out of it.
Okay. Well, just remember the 12th. Y'all call with Mike.
We will.
And just let us know via text. We'll put it out on our web page on Facebook, Sports Chat with Neal and Wally.
All right. Sure will, Wally.
And Chris, again, we appreciate you calling in. And if you need any help with anything, you just let me and Neal know, and we'll do it for you.
Hey, good luck in West Monroe.
All right, thank you, Neal. Thank you, Wally.
See you, brother.
See you, bud.
All right.
Hey, but good old Chris Uner, man.
Yeah.
His whole family is a sporting
good.
family. Yeah. Hey, but it was the girls' turn this weekend. Girls got after it for the district and the All-Stars, and there was tournaments in Wicksburg, there was tournaments in Rehoboth, Troy hosted, and I got a little update.
Yeah,
for
we'll
everybody.
tell the audience what we got going on.
And before we do this, I told our producer David Doty that we would do the Facebook funny before we got into the All Stars. So let's put our Facebook funny for the week up there. Let's see it, Dave.
Yeah, 2 people love each other. Nothing is impossible except deciding where to eat. That's me and Holly all day long. Oh, that's
what about this one?
That.
When you realize Belichick is the Goonies lady.
It looks just like
They look just like, don't they? All right, so we had 2 Facebook funnies this week. Glow Boutique is not a funny. That's an advertisement. So,
hey, I want to tell you, hold on. Before I go, Leslie Jacks came to my house, her and Maggie, and they had a birthday party, and she said where to eat, so I told her where a couple of our sponsors place. But I said, go see Glow.
Yeah.
You'll love it. Yeah. And she said the best horse ever.
How about that?
It pays off the sponsor.
Good deal.
It does.
Good deal. And like we were saying before we did our Facebook funnies, the girls got started this weekend, and the district's tournaments went away. I saw John Hudson. He's in charge of the district. It was always good to see John. But this is the 12U Ponytails pictured right there. And they played here in Troy, and right now they are 2-1. They beat Coffee County, which is a combination of New Brockton and Elba. Then we lost to Crenshaw County, 10-9, a combination of Laverne, Brantley, and Highland Home. So Crenshaw County's always got a pretty good team. Then we beat Zion Chapel last night, and we play Greenville tomorrow night. And if we beat Greenville tomorrow night, this group right here will assure themselves second place in the district, and that will be a trip to the state tournament, which is in a little bitty place called Underwood, Alabama. That is north of Muscle Shoals.
Muscle Shoals, exactly. Which one of those girls went hit the top of the fence? I thought it was gone.
Let's see.
I mean, she
Back,
came to.
let's see, back row third to the right in front of me.
Good gracious.
Yes, sir.
That girl popped.
She can
it
smoke
now,
it
man.
now. She can smoke it. Also, the 14 and unders. The 14 and under, the Bells, and these are the Bells. They were in Rehoboth, and they have smoked everybody they played. I mean, 14-1, 12-1,
Good
17-2. I mean, they have smoked everybody.
So when they come on the field, the other team's like, oh.
Yes, they're undefeated. They play Eufaula tomorrow night for the district championship, and they'll be headed to state as well.
Who's
So
coaching that
congratulations.
team,
Let's see. Yeah, you put me on the spot. I had it on the tip of my tongue. Now I can't think of it. Not Terry Garrett.
That's who I thought.
No,
I
he's
didn't
coaching.
know.
Anyway, but he may be coaching that one. He's coaching one of his daughters. I don't know if he's coaching Molly on this one or Reese on the other one. I can't remember. But maybe him and Jonathan coaching that. The 10U, they played here in Troy. And this is the 10U girls. And this is a 10 years and under. They're 1-1 right now. They've won one and lost one. And
That's a big girl
I don't
on
see-
that team right there.
I don't see Terry in that one. So Terry Garrett's coaching the Bills. Terry
Is
Garrett's
that girl
coaching.
10 years old? In the
All
back?
those girls are 10 or under. No, that's Carrie. That's Carrie Grady.
Oh.
Making a funny face.
Oh, okay.
Carrie
I love
Grady
it.
making
Good gracious. Did they check her birth certificate?
Yeah.
or something?
She was a good softball player coming up. But Scott Reeder is coaching.
That's
the
who it
Bills.
was.
Scott Reeder, old Ned.
Ned.
He's coaching them. That's right. But anyway, the 10U that you're looking at right there, they lost to Crenshaw County. Now remember, when we say Crenshaw County, we're talking Brantley's girls, Laverne's girls, and Highland Home girls. They got a great all-star team when they put those three areas together. You know, think about if we were to combine all of Goshen and Pike County, Brundage, and I mean it would be. But anyway, the 8U, they played in Troy as well, and right now they've lost to Enterprise and beat Greenville. They play tomorrow night too. So and there's the 8U. The 8U. That's the 10U team. There's
Okay.
the 8U girls, and I don't think that's all of them. They gave us a weird picture.
Only 8 of them?
No, there's 12 of them, but they gave us a picture that was, we couldn't do anything with the picture. Here it comes. Good job,
There you
David.
go.
Hey, that's
Now,
good producing.
Now, I like that shirt.
That's good
I like that
producer
shirt.
right there. Now what happened, David?
I love that shirt now. Now, who come up with that?
I don't know. Scotty Chandler's coaching them.
That is
he owns
pretty
he
cool.
owns Barn Restaurant.
Barn Restaurant. I like that.
So one of our sponsors' daughters on that team.
Kudos to who came up with that shirt. That's
You like
that's
that one?
unique. It's kind of like our shirt.
That is unique. It is
Our
very unique.
shirts is old school throwback.
Yeah.
Back when we
And I
played.
like the stadium in the background with Troy Park. That's a neat dugout sign right there.
That's cool, man.
That's a neat dugout sign. But that's the 8 and under, and they're 1-1 right now. They play tomorrow night as well. And I got to see a lot of the girls play. But of course, since I'm coaching a team, I got to see my team every time, every inning, every half inning. So I'm gonna be a little biased in my Marco's Player of the Week, and it's gonna be a girl from my team. I mean, because I watched them play.
Well, I watched.
You know, you
Well,
watched
yeah,
them play.
I mean,
So, but it's not going to be the girl you think just because she had one or two great hits. We had a girl that pitched an entire complete game last night and struck out the last batter in the bottom of the 6th inning with the tying run on third base.
oh, pressure.
Big time pressure.
That's
Bases loaded.
That's pizza worthy. in my
Bases loaded, and we had ticked off the umpire, so he had squeezed the strike zone. She even had to deal with that. Bases loaded, 10-9, 2 outs, tying run on third. If she throws a pass ball, if she throws a wild pitch, anything, they tie it up, we go to extra innings. If a girl gets a base hit, we go to extra innings. If she walks her, we go to extra innings. If she hits her by pitch, we go to extra innings. Motor down. Motor down. we won the game. Tara Walker, Amanda Smith and Glenn Smith's daughter from Smith Manufacturing, right out here on 231. And Tara Walker pitched a complete game for us, and she is our Marco's Player of the Week. She wins a one-topping large pizza from Marco's Pizza, and believe me, it was pizza-worthy pitching.
Well, you know how you can open up that strike zone, don't you?
How you do?
Just give them some Gatorade.
Gatorade.
Get you some Gatorade
Between innings.
and that strike zone just goes up like
Does it
that.
really?
Yeah, man. You gotta learn. You gotta learn from it.
We got to take our second break of the night. We'll be right back.
Buddy, what are you doing at Rollmore on 231 in Troy, man? What are you doing that time? Oh, Neil, I'm going to put some 25s on this bad boy. Oh, Lord, 25s? Yeah. So they can make 25? Hey, they can do specialty rims at Rollmore here in Troy, Alabama. Hey, they also do brake work and change your oil, anything under the hood here at Rollmore on 231. And they can even get Wally some 25s for his rim. 566-3413, Rollmore on 231. Hey, Neil, man, need some help, man. I watched Point Break last night. Well, Patrick Swayze. What happened? Here comes the lifeguard.
Same guys, yesterday you already wrecked my kayak and got an insurance
Are
now.
you okay?
Man, I think I pulled
Pulled your leg muscle?
my leg muscle.
You're going to have to go to Health Action to get that worked out with physical therapy. Give them a call, 670-5435. Health Action's in front of Hook's Barbecue. Man, I hope you're okay. I hope too. Wally, where you been, man?
Neil, I've been across the street
Good
over
Lord,
there.
what are you going to do with all that?
I traveled across the street over there, and the line was out the door, man. And I saw the UPS store, so I thought I'd come in here and see
Well, I'm
if I
glad
could
you
get
came
some
to the
mail.
UPS store. Hey,
We're at the UPS store. Let me help you with that.
Good, look at this, man. Can you help him mail all this?
Yes, sir, absolutely.
Good deal.
Hey,
Hey,
everything for you.
grade A customer service at the UPS store. Give them a call today, 566-9470. Don't go across the street. Go to the UPS store for all your copying, printing, and shipping needs. Hey, Neil, what's going on, brother? What are you doing with that wood?
Oh man, my neighbor's out of town, so I'm gonna fire me up a barbecue pit right here.
Wait. I don't think this is a barbecue pit.
Yeah, it is a barbecue pit. I'm hungry, man, so I'm gonna make some barbecue.
Haven't I told you? Call Hook's Barbecue, 808-8008 for all your barbecue needs. Go through the drive-thru, get you some ribs, get you some barbecue. What are you doing at James Sparrow's house? This is not a barbecue.
I think it's a barbecue grill.
That is not a barbecue grill. All your cater needs when your family comes home, 808-8008 Hook's Barbecue. They'll handle all your barbecue needs. Wally, what you got there?
Hey man, I'm fishing for sharks, dude.
A game pole and wigglers?
Oh heck yeah, man. When you're in deep south apparel, you look good, you feel good, you can fish good.
Well, I got on these.
What you got? I got a big shark. Could be Charles's cousin.
With a game pole. Call Pete Van Horn, Deep South Apparel. Look for him on Facebook. Deep South Apparel. He might catch you something. Wait a minute. Break? It broke. The shark broke the hook. We're going to get him next time.
Black Sabbath.
Come on, man.
Ronnie James Dio, man. Got Ocean in it. Billy Ocean. What year was that? 1980.
Caribbean Queen.
Ready? I think I heard that.
All right, this is the question. Is it Caribbean or Caribbean? Which is it?
I think if you're northern Alabama, it's Caribbean. If you're south,
Northern Alabama?
Yeah.
That's the cutoff.
yeah. Yeah.
Caribbean or Caribbean? I
think it's Caribbean.
know. If you're at the casino in Biloxi, it's Caribbean stud. You don't say Caribbean stud.
I bet I do. Caribbean. Yeah.
All right.
We got to give a shout out to
Go ahead.
one of our
Commercial celebrities.
Avery Cooper.
Avery Cooper, the lifeguard in
Our
our.
lifeguard. And everybody asked when we're going to do
Who
more
is this?
commercials.
Who is this? When is she going to be in another commercial? Well, guess what?
Well, we got in touch with her. And guess what? She is willing to help us back in September to do
So
some commercials.
when Wally and I have it's a job, somebody's got to do it. So we're mandated to go to Gulf Shores the third week of September.
Exactly. And we do it not during the
or
conference.
we lose our jobs if we don't go.
Exactly.
If we don't go to Gulf Shores for the third week of September, we lose our jobs. We got to go down there, but it's after hours. We do
Yeah.
the commercials after hours, and Avery has graciously said that she would help us shoot some more commercials.
She is the big celebrity.
She is the celebrity, and she played volleyball at South Alabama.
South Alabama, exactly.
She's an athlete.
Athlete. Well, you
But
know,
yeah.
I think I've knocked her off the throne with the latest commercial with Ren's. You know, with the goggles.
With the
That's been real popular. Everybody's been.
Yeah, the
They want to know
snorkels.
why I didn't throw the water on you.
Yeah, I got out of the
I
way.
tried.
Yeah.
Okay,
Snorkels
back
and
to
goggles.
sports. Is this becoming a comedy show?
I guess I don't know, man. College football. We can't have a show without talking about college football, can we?
Well, we
If
doing
it's
our
gonna be a
picks
sports
tonight,
show,
aren't we?
if it's gonna be a sports show, we got to talk about college football.
Exactly.
Troy gets a transfer from the University of Alabama. Have you ever heard anybody say that before?
Never heard.
Not that. If it has, I don't remember it. We may have gotten a transfer before, but Mr. Dalton Atkinson, former great at New Brockton, will transfer to Troy after his time at Tuscaloosa. He's only up there for 1 year. When he was at Tuscaloosa, he bounced back and forth between quarterback and wide receiver. He never nailed down where he was going to try to get better at. They ran him at quarterback some. They ran him at wide receiver some. So Troy has not announced what position he'll play. All we know is he was an incredible athlete, and whatever position he plays at Troy, he'll surely be a help for the Trojans, don't you think?
Exactly.
And shoot, man, his name is Dalton Atkinson, and I can't wait to see. He was only. Now, when I say he was only, you got to think about the caliber of the word only, because this is the #1 recruiting university in the nation every single year, and he was given a preferred walk-on opportunity. They only get a few preferred walk-on opportunities, and this guy, Dalton Atkinson, Coach Saban gave him a walk-on preferred opportunity. Now, if this was at Connecticut or Wofford or Southeast Louisiana or something, we say, well, you know, he's only a preferred walk-on. No, this guy was a preferred walk-on at the University of Alabama, the #1 recruiting university in the nation every single year almost.
Huge difference.
Huge difference in that. So can't wait for this guy to get on campus. Let's see what all he's about. If he plays wide receiver, if he plays scat back, if he plays defensive back, returns kicks, tries to fill in at quarterback, who knows? But anyway, he's going to be a heck of an athlete playing for the Trojans this fall. He'll suit up immediately from what I read.
Well, let me ask you this, man. What's this buzz I hear about this Georgia player? What happened here?
Man, Kirby Smart has thrown the best returning wide receiver off the team. He's no longer on the team, and he will not be back.
Can we get him at Troy?
Well, I don't know if we want him.
Well, I think Coach
You think we can rehab
Lindsey
him?
can rehab it. I think so.
The best wide receiver at Georgia, he held the best statistics of all the returning wide receivers. His name was Jeremiah Holloman, is now no longer on the roster as a Bulldog at the University of Georgia. He was cut from the team. Holloman was accused of punching and choking a lady. I'm just not so sure we want him in Troy.
Yeah, that may
You
not
know,
be.
I mean, everybody deserves a second chance in life once you pay your debt to society. But he needs to pay his debt to society, and then maybe somebody will give him a shot in life. But I think he ruined his chances on the football field. I don't know. We'll see. But, he's no longer on the team. And you can sit back and say, hey, Georgia's going to push for the national championship. They're going to push Alabama for the SEC championship. And, Neal, they got 10 wide receivers they've recruited so good at Athens and this and that. Wait a minute. This was the #1 returning wide receiver. It hurts. You can say all that other about the recruiting and we got 10, 12 wide receivers. No, you lost the best one. So it's going to hurt. It is going to hurt. I'm sorry.
yeah.
It's going to hurt them. Somebody may step up, but they will still miss this guy. So, yeah, you heard right.
Okay, I didn't know if it was.
You heard right. Tonight is the night we start our SEC predictions, and we will go from the bottom of the alphabet to the top of the alphabet. So tonight we will predict Vanderbilt and Texas A&M.
Exactly.
And we'll take a quick commercial break before we get started on those predictions, and we'll be right back.
Well, hey there, Mr. Wally. How you doing?
Doing well.
Good. How'd you get in here?
I better not tell you.
Uh-oh.
They don't
favorite play, and I'm gonna give you one of these bad boy steaks that they won an award for. Best steak in the state. Also, best catfish awards a couple years in a row. Hey, my personal favorite is the fried shrimp and the cheese grits. Also, not mentioning the cheese biscuits that come out before the meal. You're gonna love that. I know. And a little live music, like you said, Mr. Lenny Trailer, you can't beat it down at the old barn in Goshen, Alabama. Come see them.
Come see us.
Man, what in the world? You just ain't T-bone me right here. What the heck? Playing with fidget spinner?
Wally, did
I'm
you have a
sorry,
wreck?
Mr. Wally.
Man, this girl right here playing with this fidget spinner, texting on the phone and T-bone me right here in the parking lot. I was about to go pay my speeding ticket.
Right here at the police station?
Yeah.
Well, luckily at the police station, we can just call All-Star Collision 808-8822. Are you okay?
I'm fine. I'm sorry. Can I have the fidget spinner back?
Yeah, you can have
Please,
it.
Mr. Wally.
All
Thank
she's
you.
worried about is a fidget spinner. Call All-Star Collision for all your accidents. 808-8822.
You got any donuts?
Moving on up to the big time. What's going on, Monopoly Man?
Oh man, Neil, I have
You got money going everywhere.
I have bought up every bit of Troy, Alabama, but I'm missing a few spots right down here. Who can I call?
Man, you need to call Toby and Dina Adams at the Alabama Real Estate Connection. They'll let you finish buying all of Troy and Pike County. They're the best agents in town. They will work the hardest to get you the best deal. Give them a call, 566-4765. I promise you, you won't be disappointed. Hey, they're dealing at the Alabama Real Estate Connection.
Roughing the kicker. Roughing the kicker.
What kind of call is that? You can't see nothing.
Yeah, I
You can't
can.
throw a football flag in a basketball game.
Yeah, I can.
You need to go get your eyes checked, like for real check.
Where at?
Troy Eye Care, 566-7172. Troy Eye Care on Highway 87. Don't be calling basketball unless you get your eyes checked.
Oh, Wally, what are you doing back here?
Oh,
I'm steaming the sandwich.
That thing's hot now.
I can tell.
Hey, they serve hot, steamed sub sandwiches here at Mama Goldberg's in Troy, Alabama. And you will burn yourself on that steam. Hey, they got Rice Krispie treats, double doozy chocolate chip cookies, regular chocolate chip cookies, cakes in a cup, chili, potato soup, you name it. Great atmosphere. They have bands on Thursday nights. Come see them at Mama Goldberg's for a hot steamed sandwich, Wally.
I can tell you.
Troy, Alabama. Is that a band doodle?
You know what a good idea?
He's got the phone turned over upside down so
I knew you
later. Listen.
Without a key, they say she plays guitar and cries.
Only a band called Led Zeppelin.
Well,
just
Led
so
Zeppelin,
you know.
yeah.
And that wasn't live.
That wasn't live.
No.
That was Led,
That was Led Zeppelin.
Led Zeppelin.
Got him,
Hey,
folks. I knew I'd get
He
him.
did. He got me on that one. If you'd have played one of Led Zeppelin's top banners,
That got him in the Hall of Fame, that song right there.
look, it's time to do the SEC predictions. Vanderbilt's up first. They're the V. I'm gonna go first. Then Wally's gonna go second. You can write these down, but I got them X'd out. Zoom in on this, David, real quick. Never mind. You can't zoom in. There you go. I got them. That's good, David. That's all I want to show
Do
everybody.
you want to zoom in on mine?
Yeah, look, he ain't got nothing. Anyway, the back of an envelope. But you can trust that I've made these picks and I will not change them. This is going to be the picks because this is going to sound crazy, but it's my prediction. It's my prediction, and this is. I think this will be the worst year Vanderbilt's had in a long time. The schedule is just brutal for Vanderbilt this year. On August 31st, they're going to lose to Georgia. Then they're going to lose to Purdue. Then they're going to lose to LSU. They're going to go 0-3, and then they're going to beat Northern Illinois. Then they lose to Ole Miss. Then they beat UNLV. Then they lose to Missouri. They lose to South Carolina. They lose to Florida. They lose to Kentucky. They beat Eastern Tennessee and lose to Tennessee. I got Vanderbilt going 3-9. The worst year they've had in about 10 or 12 years. That's my prediction. I could be way off, but their schedule is brutal this year. What you got?
Well, Neil,
3-9 Vanderbilt.
folks, we're going to have a little wager here. We don't know what we're going to do yet, but we got a little wager. Again, I did not see his picks. And,
No,
and what we're doing is these are called blind picks. So we're going to combine all this when we get done with it and see who has the best
That's
picks.
right. That's right.
I'm saying Vanderbilt's going to go 4-8, Neil. And
Yeah,
I'm saying they're going to lose to Georgia. They're going to lose to Purdue. They're going to lose to LSU.
So
And
0-3.
like you said, I really believe they'll beat Northern Illinois.
Yeah.
And that's going to be a tight game. I mean, because Northern Illinois is supposed to have a good team, but I just think SEC is a little powerful. They're going to lose big to Ole Miss. They're going to win UNLV, and this is where our kicker is.
This is where you and I differ.
Yeah, I really believe that they may beat Missouri.
They are playing in Nashville.
It's going to be a tight game. Historically, Missouri and them have, I looked at stats.
Well, they got that transfer quarterback from Clemson.
They play each other.
Really good.
I want to say
Close.
Randy beat them last year.
Did they probably?
Up in Mizzou. Anyway, I got them winning that, but of course they're going to lose South Carolina. They're going to lose to Florida. They're going to lose Kentucky, and then they're going to win over Eastern Tennessee, and they'll lose to Tennessee. So, Neal, I'm going with them 4-8.
That's right. And I got them going 3-9. And the second team we're going to do tonight is Texas A&M. And just reverse the digits. Instead of Vanderbilt going 3-9, I got Texas A&M going 9-3. Now a lot of people giving Jimbo Fisher some love this year, and I think they will win one or two that they're not supposed to, but they'll lose one or two they're not supposed to. It's just the way things happen in Aggie land.
I'm waiting to see who they lose to in your book.
All right, starting out, they beat Texas State at home. They're 1-0. On September the 7th, guess what? They travel over to Clemson, South Carolina, and play the Clemson Tigers. So Texas A&M will be 1-1 after week 2. Okay. Then they play Lamar, and they win that one. Then they play Auburn, which I'm an Auburn fan. I hope Auburn wins. But Auburn has to go to College Station to play this game. Auburn's not sure who their quarterback is right now. They could be bringing Bo Nix in by now, trying to get his feet wet, which really bothers me. Even though Auburn's got a really solid defensive front, I'm taking Texas A&M in College Station against Auburn. Then Texas A&M beats Arkansas the next week. Then they lose to Alabama. Then they beat Ole Miss. They beat Mississippi State. They beat Texas San Antonio. They beat South Carolina. And here's my upset. Told you they were going to win one they're supposed to and lose one they're not supposed to. They beat Georgia in Athens. And then they come back and lose to LSU for the final game. Woo. Texas A&M goes 9-3. What you got, Wally?
All right. I got Texas A&M 10-2.
All right. You got them a little better than me.
A little better than you, and I'm going to give you my rationale in just a second.
Okay.
But I got them starting off winning against Texas State.
Right.
Like you said, I think Clemson may just really give them an uppercut. It could be a brutal game.
Okay.
But I got them losing. But they're winning against Lamar, and they also going to win against Auburn. I was iffy about that.
Were you?
I was. But Auburn, I'm going to tell you, man, when Auburn goes on the road, they're dangerous.
Yeah,
I don't like Auburn on the road.
They got the skills, man. They Auburn's got top 10 recruiting class every year. They could beat anybody
Exactly,
on any
but
given day.
if Auburn's quarterback, whoever it be, is on fire,
That's the problem, whoever it may be.
and that could be a game changer. I'm gonna go, but right now, preseason, I got them losing to Auburn. Auburn losing to Texas A&M.
Yeah.
Then I got them beating Arkansas, and then I got them losing Alabama. And again, Alabama's gonna have to travel to College Station.
So you got them winning out after that.
I got them losing.
You said 10-2.
Yeah, okay, hold on. Okay. I got them losing to Alabama. So right now they've got 2 losses.
Right.
Then they're going to win against Ole Miss.
Okay.
They're going to win against Mississippi State.
Right.
And then they're going to win against Texas Southern.
San Antonio.
And then I got them winning South Carolina.
Okay.
And then I got them winning against Georgia.
I do too.
Big game. And
Yep.
here's the kicker. I got them winning against LSU.
In Baton Rouge
In
at
Baton
night.
Rouge at night. I'm going to tell you something. Jimbo Fisher, I don't know what his cereal that he puts
All right.
together when he plays.
So you got them beating Georgia and LSU those last 2 games.
Last 2 games.
Wow.
It's going to be pushing.
You a Jimbo Fisher buddy, ain't you?
I like Jimbo.
Okay.
I like his coaching techniques.
I know. Everybody's got their own opinion. I know.
But that's what I have, man. 10-2. So we're kind of close
We're 1 game apart on both teams.
on both teams.
Yeah.
And that was us not even talking free or whatever.
We're not supposed to.
I know.
Nothing like this.
Now, we got to get a wager somehow.
We will. We'll get it together. But right now,
I tell you what I want is one of those coolers. So that's what we're going to do.
from the Alabama Real Estate Connection.
Yes.
So I'll talk to Toby this.
Toby. So whoever wins gets
All right.
one of those coolers.
I got Texas A&M going 9-3. Wally's got them going 8-2. I got Vanderbilt going 3-9. Wally's got them going 4-8.
Yep.
So we're off and running on our SEC predictions. We're going to do 2 teams every Sunday.
Let's go.
And we might even do 3 teams one Sunday. You never know.
Never know.
We're going
man.
up
That's a lot
next
of fun.
week, Tennessee and South Carolina. And, boy, the road just doesn't get any easier right there as Tennessee and South Carolina got tough schedules as well. And we'll hope you enjoy us picking these Southeastern Conference games. We're also going to pick Troy's schedule as well. And so we'll take our last break of the night, and we'll be right back. What you got, man?
Man,
What's wrong with this thing?
I done wrecked my kayak, man.
What'd you do? Run into a weather buoy out there?
Yeah, I ran into one of those
Out in the
weather
Gulf?
buoys. Yeah, I sure did, man.
Unbelievable, man. What are we going to do? What are we going to do about all this?
I don't know, man.
Cracked up
I got to
in
go and see that
Any
lake.
insurance?
Ma'am?
Insurance?
I don't have any
He
insurance.
should have went to Crease Insurance Agency out on 231 and got him some insurance. Now he's got to pay cash money for his kayak, doesn't he?
Yeah, he sure does.
Listen to the beach worker right here. He's got to pay cash for his kayaks. Visit Mike Crease, the Crease Agency, the only insurance agent you'll ever need. Man, what's that noise? What are you doing with that air conditioner heating unit?
Neal, my air conditioner went out last night, and I tell you what, I watch YouTube, and I know how to do all this stuff now.
Look, Wally, this could be really dangerous, man. You need to call Matt Johnson with Stone Cold Heating and Cooling, 268-0917. Licensed, insured, and bonded. You need to call Matt Johnson, Wally.
Hey, Neal, what does this red thing do?
Don't pull on the red wire. That could be dangerous, man. What'd you do? Don't pull on that red wire. Good gravy. Now you've done it. Call Matt Johnson with Stone Cold Heating and Cooling. Yeah, man, what have you done?
Man, I done messed up.
The wind got caught in that umbrella.
Man, I can't. Oh, no, here's the
Hey, man, you again? You already crashed my kayak yesterday and got an insurance claim about drowning in the surf earlier. Now, what happened?
I don't know, man. Are you injured?
Yeah, I might have to call Jason Jones. What's that number?
You gonna need a splint?
A splint and some oxygen.
Call Jason Jones at Jones Medical. He's going to need a splint for this injury on the beach. 566-1002. Medical injury at the beach. Can you believe it? Man, what are you doing with that pine straw down here in my Jap maple orchard?
Oh, Neal, man, I'm going to have your Japanese maple orchard look like Augusta International, baby.
Man, if you want your yard to look like Augusta International, you need to call Blake Turner with Turner Mowing. 465-0600. The grass is starting to get green. Everything's starting to bud. My Jap maples are all blooming. Call Blake Turner with Turner Mowing. 465-0600. Oh, my God. Blake, where's your dad?
Let me come outside, the house flooded.
The house flooded. Are you kidding me? What in the world? What in the world, Wally?
Man, 3 pipes busted, my house all flooded, Neal.
You have got to be kidding, man. Why didn't you call Rand Anderson at Alabama Restoration, 371-5591? You wouldn't be wearing goggles and snorkels and slinging water out the front door? Unbelievable. Alabama Restoration, no disaster is too big. 371-5591. Give them a call.
I'm just an average man with an average life. I work from 9 to 5.
That's the guy that say,
That's Thomas Golden.
yeah. No.
But why do I always feel like I'm in the twilight zone? I always feel
Oh, that's, wasn't he married to, Whitney Houston?
No, that's not Bobby Brown.
Well, I hear Michael Jackson in the background.
Michael Jackson was in there, but that's Rockwell. That's a good old song
You
right
got
there. Well, I had to stump. You got me. You stumped me.
Well, I
had to stump
guarantee you half the folks that's watching this got Led Zeppelin.
And missed
then
that one.
missed that one.
I agree with you. That Led Zeppelin. Yeah, I just did. I wasn't on top of it. Hey, the NBA draft came and come. Auburn Chuma Okeke was selected 16th overall by the Orlando Magic, and that's even with a torn ACL. Jared Harper and Bryce Brown both signed free agent deals, even though they were not drafted. Zion Williamson out of Duke, of course, selected number 1 to go to the New Orleans Pelicans. Alabama's John Petty selected to come back to Alabama and play for Nate Oates, and so Alabama didn't have anybody drafted or selected because he came back.
3 on Duke. 3 Duke players first round. And they didn't even make it to the Final Four, did
Yeah, no, not the Final Four. They made it an 8. A little bit of high school football action right here.
High school.
We want to congratulate the first ever in the history of the school from Bullitt County High School, an athlete to get an offer for any sport in the Southeastern Conference.
All right, man. That's what I'm talking
Brandon
about.
Perry, he's being recruited as an athlete in football, now has offers from Tennessee and an offer from Auburn. There you go. Dave, he's having a hard time.
He's having a hard time.
Come
We
on,
love
Dave.
him.
Come on, we love him though, yeah. But this kid has got 2 SEC offers, the first ever out of Bullitt County High School, and big congratulations to Brandon Perry. Big things coming for this kid. Congratulations, just wanted to mention that. He's in our area, and that college baseball. Wally, Michigan just throttled Texas Tech, 15-3. Vanderbilt sneaks by Louisville. And did you see that? That was a heck of a baseball game.
What was the dude that had the glasses that was like Major League?
Cussing everybody out.
Yeah, cussing there, and they rocked
I called him
world.
Poodle.
Poodle.
You see his blonde hair on top when he's
Yeah,
dug up.
man.
But anyway, Vanderbilt beats Louisville 3-2, and that has set the stage for the College World Series. Vanderbilt will play Michigan for the College Baseball World Series this week.
2 games.
Who's winning?
Michigan. Go ahead.
Michigan.
And
You're not going with SEC?
Dude, have you seen Michigan play?
Man, Vanderbilt's got the pitching, man. They got Rocker, and Vanderbilt's not going to win a game. That's a bad prediction. Michigan and Vanderbilt will play. First game tomorrow night at 7. Game 2 on Tuesday night, and the third and the if game will be on Wednesday night. So Wally's predicting Monday night, Tuesday night, and it's over. We'll see. I think Commodore's got a real good shot to pick up a SEC national championship right here. I predicted it, about 4 weeks ago?
You did, but they never won a national championship.
Vanderbilt has.
Oh, have they?
Yeah.
I probably did that.
Also, sticking with college baseball, I saw where Mike Martin Jr. will succeed his father at Florida State University as the head coach, and he's been the assistant for his father for several years, and he's going to step right in and take over for the Seminoles baseball program, and that's kind of neat. I know that's not a big newsworthy story, but I thought it was neat. Now, in all this political society we live in, and I got a coaches searching committee, and we got to interview all these folks to be politically correct, and we got so-and-so's on the board of searching committee, and so-and-so else is on the board of searching committee. I like this. Hey, we're going to hire his son because we like the way he did it, and he may do it the same. I like it, Florida State. I like it. Kind of like the old days, ain't it?
Old school.
Old school, yeah. Major League Baseball. We said this last week, and Wally gets a kick out of it, but it's all-star time, baby.
5 times
You can vote up to 5 times a day. Get your votes in for those Braves players. 5 or 6 Braves players are up for it right now. Get those votes in for those Braves players. And, man, did you see the feel-good story of the weekend?
Pujols.
Yeah. Albert Pujols came home to the St. Louis Cardinals Stadium first. Now, when he left St. Louis, he swapped leagues. He went from the National League to the American League. So without an interconference game, he would have never come back to St. Louis. Well, here it is several years later. Albert Pujols, the Anaheim Angels, finally come and play St. Louis in St. Louis. And Albert's first plate appearance,
Standing ovation.
Standing ovation. It lasts, just class act. The fans in St. Louis know what it's all about.
Oh, yeah.
They know what's up. Yadier Molina, the catcher for the Cardinals, gave them a big hug. And the guy played like 14 seasons at St. Louis, won a World Series championship with St. Louis, and just a home run hitter for them. And it was just really a feel-good story for baseball.
Brian Meadows and I were talking about it the other night.
Yeah, what did Brian say?
He said that's probably the nicest guy in the history of Major League Baseball. That's how well respected Brian said that he was.
It showed, didn't it? It showed. That was big. That was really neat. And I don't. If you notice on our Facebook and Twitter account, we don't share a lot of stories and stuff like that. But I shared that one. The Braves are in first place. The Cubs are in first place. How about that?
Cubs.
Braves take 2 out of 3 from the Washington Nationals this weekend, and here we go. Cubbies are in first. Wally's Cubbies and my Braves both in first place. And Dodgers are in first in the West. Minnesota's in first in the AL Central. The Yankees are in first in the AL East. Houston's in first in the AL West. U.S. Open winner last week, Gary Woodland. Got a lot of press for his Down syndrome par 3. That was really neat. This weekend, the guys were in Connecticut where they played the Travelers Championship. Ches Reavie was your winner today. It really wasn't a big tournament, though. No, but there wasn't any big names in it. It was folks like Tommy Fleetwood.
Oh, my goodness. You know Fleetwood. Yeah, great. Hey, we're out of time, even though
we'll
he
see
says
you next Sunday.
Fleetwood.
Thanks for checking in.